Alrighty, let's get you up to speed. Well, you can see I have got a bunch of essentially receiver hitches all the way around the back end of this underneath, and so I will be able to plug in vices. I'll have legs up like I have on that vise there, so I'll have legs so I can mount whatever I need for work. And you see that little leg heading down, and that one, those are the rear legs that'll be on casters. Let me show you up front. Now these up front, you can see the caster laying under there, so now maybe you can get an idea of what's going to happen here. I've got to mount him on a 2x2 leg that will slide up inside of this column, and it'll pin. You see I put pins in everybody. And on these, I went ahead and put pins in all four surfaces, or holes, I mean. I keep saying things wrong. Anyway, so then I can orient a vise or a whatever tool I need in any direction. And then you can see everything's pretty much in the bubble here. So this is gonna be how it's gonna mount up. So I think the next thing is to go ahead and attach this frame to the truck bed frame. I'm at that point, and then build all the caster legs, and then I'll have it rolling around on casters at that point. And then you can see over here, here's my diamond plate for the bed of the trailer. And then over there is some 3/16 sheet I got a real good deal on from my steel supplier. It was a second, and I'm like, well, it's going to get all marked up anyway. So essentially, what's going to happen from here, I'll get those done, the casters, get those mounted up, and attach this floor frame to the truck frame. And then I will work on covering this floor, with the diamond plate, and I've got to build the hubs that'll go over the tires. And then I'll come on up back here with this workbench. So how those stick up in front, those legs, I'm going to basically bring up legs on all four corners here, and then that will create the surface for the workbench. So moving right along, stay tuned. Okay, big update here. We now have the platform on casters. You can see each corner has casters. The wheels I just stuck on there to demonstrate that they rotate, not touching the ground. And you see these legs are long, as previously mentioned. So I can put vices and so forth in those corners, rollers. But watch this. It rolls. I hope you can see that. It actually rolls fairly well now. Mind you, I don't have the any equipment on it, and it's pretty heavy, but it works. And it works. That was a one-handed roll. This other hand had to hold the phone for this optimal cinematography that you guys are getting. Anyway, big update. So now it's on to putting the plate on and building up the workbench back here, and we're off to the races. Okay, I had a few little cleanup welds to make, and I thought while I had it tilted up like this, I would do a little more close up of the whole caster setup. See, these are brakes. These have brakes, which is nice, because then when I get it where I want it, I can just put the brakes on and it won't move very much. And you can see it's just pinned in with a standard receiver pin. And you'll note the 2 dots and 2 dots. So once I have the casters off, I want to put them back on. I can put them right back on the same spot, which they all should be pretty close, but you know how it is. So anyway, it starts at 0, 1, 2, and then 3 dots on that one. So I could have used stamps, but I had little bitty stamps and not big ones, and I figured it needed big ones, so I thought, you know, this would be just as easy. So anyway, there's a little closer look at how the caster is set up. So here we go. Okay, quick update here. I just got the diamond plate all cut and fitted on here. Initial fit, just sitting on there. See my wheel wells, and notched out the corners for the front legs. So quick update, but that's sitting on there. Now I can start placing stuff around, seeing if I need to put any extra mounting stuff underneath for like the welder. Make sure it doesn't try to fly off when we're going down the road. But anyway, big progress there. So this thing's starting to really come together. It's big. Anyway, stay tuned. Okay, here is some preliminary, what would you call it, dry fitting of equipment on this platform. This is the back of it, and this is where the workbench will be built up. And sitting immediately forward of that is the Bobcat. And then we have these 2 storage boxes, and the air compressor. Now this storage box over here, shorter, but it's actually, I've got it up on some wood blocks, just kind of playing with it, because as it's longer, it's gonna get into that wheel well, so it's gonna have to be lifted up, but that's fine because it's still shorter than that, that other box. But this cavity in between here is where I'm going to put the oxygen acetylene bottles and whatever else I need to. I may, you know, of course, scoot the air compressor back and end up with some sort of a cabinet there. I was just trying to figure this out. Thought I'd just throw this stuff up here and see what I thought before I get started on the workbench. And as far as the height, you know, I measured all these other workbenches I've got, and they're somewhere in the 33 to 34 inch range. I'm thinking about going on up to 36, and that'll give me some pretty nice room in between that and this decking to put drawers and other storage. But anyway, there's a dry run of a dry fit of how the equipment possibly might lay out. You can see that corner post down there. And there you have it.